Hello language learners, welcome back to Languagefy. Yes, today we are learning some advanced vocabulary. Whenever you want to use very long, very interesting, very exciting, you can replace these words with these advanced words. Let's get started. If someone is very rich, we can call him wealthy. Wealthy. If someone is very sad, then he is sorrowful. Sorrowful. If some situation is very serious, then it is a grave matter. Grave. If something is very shining, then it is gleaming. Gleaming. If something is very short, we call it is brief. Brief. If someone is very confused, we can replace it like he's perplexed. Perplexed. If we have to say that he is very cute, we can say he is adorable. Adorable. If someone is very depressed, then he is despondent. Despondent. If something is very deep, then it is profound. Profound. If something is very detailed, it is meticulous. Meticulous. If someone is excited, very excited, then he is thrilled. Thrilled. If something is empty, very empty, then it is desolate. Desolate. If something is very easy, like a question, then it is effortless. Effortless. If something is very difficult, then it is arduous. Arduous. If something is very dirty, then it is filthy. Filthy. If something is very exciting, then it is exhilarating. Exhilarating. If something is very expensive, then it is costly. Costly. If something is very friendly, then it is amiable. Amiable. If some joke is very funny, then it is hilarious. Hilarious. If something is very frightening, then it is terrifying. Terrifying. If someone is very fat, then he is obese. Obese. If some people are very glad, then they are overjoyed. Overjoyed. If someone is very wise, we call him sage. Sage. If someone is very worried, then he is distressed. Distressed. If something is very smooth, then it is sleek. Sleek. If the day is very hot, we call it is sweltering. It is sweltering today. If someone is very happy, then he is ecstatic. Ecstatic. If something is very special, we call it exceptional. Exceptional. Something is very sure, then it is certain. Certain. If someone is very talented, we call it he is gifted. Gifted. If something is very tasty, then it is delicious. Delicious. If someone is very afraid, then he is fearful. Fearful. If someone is very angry, then he is furious. Furious. If something is very bad, then it is awful. Awful. Very big is to be replaced by massive. Massive. Something is very bright, it is luminous. Luminous. Something is very long term, then it is enduring. Enduring. If something is very noisy, then it is deafening. Deafening. If something is very old, then it is ancient. Ancient. Something is very necessary, then it is essential. Essential. Someone is very nervous, then he is apprehensive. Apprehensive. If something is very old-fashioned, then it is archaic. Archaic. If something is very perfect, then it is flawless. Flawless. If someone is very poor, then he is destitute. Destitute. If someone is very pretty, then he is beautiful. And if someone is very beautiful, then he is gorgeous. If something is very quick, then it is rapid. If something is very simple, then it is basic. If someone is very skinny, we call him skeletal. Skeletal. Something is very smelly, we call it pungent. Pungent. If someone is very busy, he is swamped. Swamped. If something is very calm, we call it serene. Serene. If someone is very careful, he is cautious. Cautious. If it is very cold, we call it that it is freezing. Freezing. If someone's face is very clean, then it is spotless. Spotless. If something is very clear, it is obvious. If something is very colorful, it is vibrant. Vibrant. If something is very important, it is crucial. If someone is very intelligent, we call him brilliant. Brilliant. Something is very interesting, then it is captivating. Captivating. If something is very large, then it is huge. If someone is very lazy, then we call it indolent. If something is very little, we call it tiny. If someone is very thirsty, he is parched. Parched. Someone is very tired, then he is exhausted. Exhausted. If something is very wide, then it is expansive. Expansive. If someone is very weak, then we call him frail. Frail. If someone is very unhappy, then he is miserable. Miserable. In today's video, we have focused so many advanced words that you can replace whenever you have to use very. That's all for today. Stay blessed.